This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Marsh. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Off-play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. Got a man. It's Marsh. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Got it in the middle. It's McMillan. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Western Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. pass on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defense plays zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job on the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Can't get him to the ground. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Baker. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it, they're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. He makes the catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The short hands, it's Brooks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Behind the chains now on second and long. To throw, it's Baker. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Mason. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. Knock him down for a big loss. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one is perfect. They are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move and looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Hart. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Sims. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And the Broncos come to the line needing just inches for the first down. The give on the option. going for it. And some room to work. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Broncos in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Wants to throw on third. Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. After the filthy, just keeps moving. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Gets it past the marker. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Baker. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Things looked great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Grab behind the line. It's a police score. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Wolverines will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's police score. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's a tough thing to do, man. Get this guy on the ground. You've already seen it. He's got a rushing touchdown in this football game. Down here in the red zone, you know his feet are going to be a big part of the offense. The defense was ready, and they get the sack.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you hearken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Broncos will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll do it himself. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yes. salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education and defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them an education.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Baker. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. The Broncos headed quickly to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fires deep for the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. On the run, it's Haynes. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. To the air, it's Underwood. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Big noise, big house. To rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it down the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They just keep firing. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity. But at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will be It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number. Time to figure out where on the... Now for the fun. Congratulations. The domain of the Big Cats is evident throughout college football. Tigers, Lions, Wildcats, and Cougars. The apex predator of the jungle or the mountains prowls this landscape, and when we get to pair them together, claws will certainly fly. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the BYU Cougars, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Golden Bears will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the BYU Cougars offense will get first crack at it here. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him. But what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The RPO fired complete to the left.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Caught near the sticks. It's Parker. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Looking downfield, it's Botmeyer. Got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. That'll be first down. and they've got it at the 33. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Puts him in the spin cycle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. BYU coming to the line with first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Golden Bears offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Brown will throw it. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And we've reached the end of one. When we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. It's caught. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find it.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parker. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say,
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his tight end. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Referee signals timeout it's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their third sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Parker. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Bachmeier. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speeds, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
The Cougars will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They really need them. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You have to imagine the game plan in the 2nd half. Being down. I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the game.
The Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The screen, he's got wheels. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Takes it from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. And they fail to hook up on third down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can flip the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Brown will throw it. Finds it tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack that they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner will be brought down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. He'll take it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Brown wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Unloads quickly. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Buckmeyer. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the option. Now the toss.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. Makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, BYU! And the punishment has been extended.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Southern Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Hattiesburg for some time. They're up by 31 over Texas State. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Gets loose in the middle. The 30. Past the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Brown short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. They want to throw it. Got his man on the outside. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the fourth quarter.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He'll set up to throw. Here's a heat. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. If there's time to pad the stats. Right on the money. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because...
And the quarterback called up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Punt is on its way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 4. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The kick is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the catch. It's Humphries. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Quick strike complete. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground. And into the end zone. He's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets there. They get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Just inside the red zone. First and 10 from the 19. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better for. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got the on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Now the play fake. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold them here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Stockton. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Caught close to the marker. It's Singleton. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Caught behind the line. It's Durham.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He'll keep it himself. Quarterback gets past him. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now that they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, I find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense, got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trying to move them on the counter. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped
cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. And he was on his way. They get him down at the 30. They come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Just a little off. Incomplete. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. Snags it on the line. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the 4th quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. He's got it on the run. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They're
focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pulls it in. It's Humphries. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the run, it's Frazier. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw at Stockton. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They booted away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. The play action fake. That's it fly. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Rides to back on the option. The give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a dub.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to win.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and
the return from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Florida's offense will be the first up today. And each offense features a star tight end. What elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
They'll tackle him at the 27. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back. It's leg way. He escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Back-to-back jump plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense shoves it out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Getting set. Here's second down. And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he broke down at the 46. Good enough for a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Play action here on first down. That one falls incomplete. Up second down. A misfire on the first down makes it second and 10 from the 46. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. This will be third and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. Heaney keeps it himself.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. Takes the handoff. It's Brown. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Impressive opening drive. The 10th play coming up. It's third down. To throw. It's Lagway. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yards. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Touchdown. That's how you finish a play. Well, that start could not have gone any better.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score on the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Penn State's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. We got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he was through the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up.
pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Back to pass. It's Carr. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. Behind the line, it's Smirnitz. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And Florida has the lead. Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Nittany Lions are going to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Receiver steps out just short of the goal line. The Nittany Lions looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Try to run it with the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, this is exactly why it's so tough to defend this offense, and especially this quarterback. He can throw the football, but we can see here, this guy's ability to run the option, he can pitch it, or in this case, run it, keep it himself, put 6 points up on the board.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And he knocks it right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. Here's the handoff. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that 5th defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
Can the offense convert that pick into points or set up first and goal? Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. 2-yard loss. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Scanning the field. It's Carr. And he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He shreds the tackle. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat. And one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial for kickstarting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, that one's picked off.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got up to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. Grab down the middle. It's Richard. He's stopping, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. A new set of downs after that completion. Caught in the backfield. It's Reynolds.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Back to throw. It's Carr. Quick completion to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. Gay moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And the Nittany Lions looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush closing in. Down he goes. It's a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quick juke to get free. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Penn State. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. Return it 1 down. Sets up the next drive. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Ball handed to the running back. Got the 1st down and still motoring. He's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Past the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Gators.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half, leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Send the back in motion. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. The offense will take their first time out of the half. A tough strategy here. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Bringing pressure. And here comes a deep shot. Trying to pass the ball deep, but it's incomplete. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He lets it rip. Catch is made down the middle. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Pause and play here as the offense takes a timeout. The Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Howard. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Back behind the line, it's Howard. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Middle's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with a halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
And the Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Coverage team brings down the return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. And see if they find some solutions ahead of time. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play. They're backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's swarmed by the defense. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. And he will make the 1st down. Tackled at the 26. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. And he's soon able to make the stop after a short gain. 2nd down after that run in the previous play. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Swarmed by the pass rush.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this in the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's got it with room to run. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. The Nittany Lions will send their punt team onto the field. Fielded at the 25. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The Gators offense retakes the field. They're going to run it. They second down play coming up for this offense. Throwing off play action. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Looking to pass. It's Lagway. The Gators will line up to boot it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Breaks free. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a big gain. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. The shovel pass complete, but the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Play action fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. The returner is brought down. Gets us started with the next drive. And we'll begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Gives it to the back. The tackle him at the 43. That's enough for a first down. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle. Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Pulls it in. It's Brown. The reception gets about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. The Gators will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Carr. That's Carr. It's Martin. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Drive stays alive with that first down completion. The shotgun running play call. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. But they don't looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Working clock with the ground game. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So 2nd down after the incompletion. On the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Pass caught. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down mark. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. He's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Could take it all the way. Across midfield. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play to take away in a huge game on the return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead? Taking a chance, and it backfires.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. 1st and 10, not much time left. They need to find the end zone on this possession. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. They try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. To the air. It's Lagwag. The short completion of the tight end. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial 4th down play. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Pass, can he get in? Or hurry to the line here with the clock running. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Nothing on that play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
What a touchdown here to pull them within 1 with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. We got touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Here's the second down play. He'll run it here. They stop him right at the 24. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Play fake, looking to throw. Grab bait by the 2. He's brought down, but that string still from him. The first down. And the Gators will start overtime off with the football. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stops short of the marker after just a short gain. So here we come up on 3rd and short now. This defense trying to get a stop and force a field goal try here in OT. Touchdown, Gators. They jump on top in OT.
Man, Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Quick throw over the middle. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. Scanning the field. It's Carr. And it's a touchdown. We're an extra point away from double OT. Or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. And the point after is right down the middle. So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. First down, looking to throw the ball. Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. It's a quarterback keeper. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And here comes the noise. This crowd's trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So here comes a crucial third and short. This offense does not want to have to settle for a field goal attempt here in overtime.
Good job by this defense to come up with that stop. Good job of pressuring the quarterback. And now, big decision for this offense in overtime. Do you go for it to try to eventually get the touchdown, or do you settle for 3 in the field goal?
So here comes the field goal unit out there trying to claim the lead here in OT. And now the defense will spend a timeout to talk strategy here before this crucial play coming up. He got it. The field goal's good. And they've regained the lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here we go. A touchdown wins the game here, needing at least a field goal to keep things going. On first down, it's play action. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. On the run, it's Brown. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Catch made on the right side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And on the carry, he's heading left. A quick spin move. They finally corral him at the 1. So a crucial third down. Can the defense make a stop and force a field goal attempt? And he's in. It's a touchdown. They win the game. A double overtime classic.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
That's the kind of matchup we hope for. This team came in higher ranked.